Hello, how are you? Welcome to our antique store. We're new on the block. We've got lots, though, to offer you. How can I help you? You're looking for a gift. Okay. Tell me about the person that you're looking to get a gift for. Okay, very unique character. Okay. Well-traveled. Ooh, that's a good one. Okay. All right. Eclectic. That's a good word. We have lots of eclectic things here in the shop. Well, I'll tell you what. Let me show you a few items and we'll start to see if we get on the right track and find something that might interest your friend. This is a pretty cool place to get something for someone, and I promise you it will be unique. As you may have seen on the front of the store, we have a huge collection of postcards. That's right, in just about every genre and every era that you can think of. Want me to show you some? Okay. Okay, we keep our premium postcards divided up in categories here, such as aviation. We've got lots of pictures of blimps going into the hangars at Moffett Field in California, Mountain View, California. And here's one, Pan Am. And then here's a category called bridges. Wow, now this bridge, it says Black Creek Bridge. And it's from 1908 in Wisconsin. So somebody can do a little bit of research and determine the history of this. Here's a bridge in Arizona. Here is a bridge in, gosh, I can't read this, on the Oregon Coast Highway. And of course, the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco. And this is actually the Navajo Bridge in Marble Canyon. And we've got states. And for instance, Arizona. Look at these old pictures. Oh my goodness. From Arizona, Boot Hill Cemetery. That's a pretty famous place. Bishop, Arizona. The Petrified Forest of Arizona. Some old California. Stanford University. Fort Ord. The Watts Towers down near Los Angeles. Wow, that's beautiful. This is the Ramona Pay pageant in Hemet, down in kind of south central California. Mendocino, California. I've spent a lot of my childhood here. Oh my, look at that beautiful one. Then we've got Colorado, lots of Colorado and other states. New York. Wow. Very old pictures from New York, Brooklyn, Schenectady, New York City, St. Patrick's Cathedral. I went there this past summer. It was beautiful. And let's see. National parks. All kinds of national parks. Yellowstone, Old Faithful. We've stayed here before. The old Yellowstone Inn. Bears, fish, deer, Yosemite. Beautiful national parks. The missions of California, San Juan Capistrano, Santa Barbara Mission, and many, many more. Oh, one of my favorite subjects. Dance of the Hopi Indians, Grand Canyon National Park. Native American indigenous peoples. Here's an Indian pueblo in the Southwest. Look at these women, beautiful women in these gorgeous, beautiful colored clothing, making coffee or something. Here's an Indian graveyard. Cass Lake, Minnesota. So many here. Now this one I find particularly beautiful. Also Cass Lake, Minnesota. Look at this. An old woman. They're cooking. Wow. An old stove from San Miguel Mission. Oh, look at this. Oh, I love things like this. Look at that beautiful, proud face. The feathers. And this is the real deal. Not a Hollywoodized picture. And as we've talked about before, there's no center line down here, so this is quite old. That is beautiful. Yeah, you think your friend would like that? I bet he would. Some Navajo blanket weaving. The ancient cliff dwellers, New Mexico. A Pueblo Indian woman grinding grain. These are just beautiful. We've got a whole section on animals, dogs. Oh my goodness, a bear, deer, an alligator. Seal rocks near Cliff House, San Francisco, California. So lots of animals here. Kangaroos, iguanas, horses. Oh, look at this mule train. Wow. Another horse-drawn cart. Look at this. Horse-drawn cart. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm in love. A Western thoroughbred. Oh, Rags. His name is Rags. And we have some other foreign countries. Oh, beautiful, beautiful pictures. Germany, Sweden, oh jeez, Norway, so many foreign countries. Here's a fun category. Trains, train depots, and tracks of various kinds. Look at this station in New York. 110th Street, New York. If your friend is interested in old transportation, he would love some of these. The Sacramento River Canyon. New Jersey, oh my goodness. Utah, Missouri. See, look at all these trains and old, look at this. Passenger train crossing Mokelumne River. The line of Central California Traction Company in Stockton, Lodi, and Sacramento. So this is a very extensive category. And another very collectible category is ships and boats. This is the SS Paris. Look at all these. I'm not sure about the story of all of these. This one is a signed by the artist picture. The HMAS Sydney. This is the landing stage in Liverpool. Wouldn't it be amazing to find one of the Titanic? Hands across the sea. Wow. Lots of old steamers, and look at that one. Wow. So, there are lots here to go through. Paris, Versailles, Navajo women and weavers. Let's look at that one. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I find these particularly beautiful. Okay. So you'll take some of those. Good. I'm glad. He'll enjoy those. So let me show you a couple of other things that he may find interesting. We have a really unique collection of antique instruments, small instruments, and you may have seen things like this before. It's a ukulele. This is an antique ukulele from Hawaii. It has all the original strings. And we have several sizes. This size is called the soprano size, and it's the smallest. The next size is called the concert size, and it's a little bit bigger. fun at parties. And despite it being an antique, it is something that can still be used today and have a lot of fun with. So now here's something else that's very interesting. This is called a kalimba thumb piano. I do not profess any skill playing this thumb piano, this kalimba, but it looks good on a shelf, and there are actually tunes you can learn. It's typically made of coconut. I like the tapping sound better than the thumb piano sound. Isn't that cool looking? Okay, so now let's switch gears, literally and figuratively, and let's look at some of these antique cameras. This is an old Kodak camera, and let me show you this. It pops out, and you look down. This is the old way of taking a photo. Look at that. And we have two of these. So they both are perfectly functional. See that? You would put the film in and it rolls up here. You look down into the viewfinder and take your picture. This is great for somebody who is interested in photography, who has traveled. Okay. I have something else that is actually quite unique, and I love these. These are little children-size Dutch shoes. And these are called Klompen. One is a klomp, two are called Klompen. Did your mother or father ever tell you to stop klomping around the house? That's where this came from. Klomp means clog in Dutch. On these is a little Dutch boy and a little Dutch girl painted. And yes, the Dutch really wore these shoes, and they were almost like safety shoes. Men's feet working in a field were protected. Fishermen were able to kick nets into place. Those were more pointed. And these were for children. To make these more comfortable, what they would do is fill them sometimes with pieces of cotton or straw or scrap fabrics to make it a little more comfortable for the feet, because wood might cause a few little blisters. Klompen. Okay, so see, what else? You know, I have something that I think will be perfect. It is as unique as it gets. Let me show you. Look at this. What is this, you ask? This is an antique Mahjong game from China. This was probably brought over by someone coming here to work in California in the gold mines or the railways. And sometimes they would bring their treasures, family treasures, in chests. And often, when times got tough, they may sell them or use them as payment. Let me show you this. It's quite beautiful. Okay, look how beautiful this is. The beautiful fittings on each corner. So let's go ahead and open it. And inside, you'll find some drawers. Now, I have played Mahjong on my phone, but what I've learned is there's a lot more to it than just an app on a phone. This is the real deal. So in the first drawer, we have these tiles. They're circles. And they are all here and accounted for. One through 9. And each tile has a backing of bamboo. And the front is made out of bone, usually cow bone. The second tray, here, put that right there. Look at these beautiful. Our Chinese symbols of directions. We've got north, south, east, and west. And that is also part of the game, is playing with the directional as one of the strategies. And I'll show you more about that. This is a dragon. I'll show you more. Hold on. And these are Chinese symbols. Again, 1 through 9. And you see the Chinese and the Chinese symbol for each number. And then the last, this one is bamboo. 1 through 9. Now these were all carved by hand, and you can see the slight imperfections in them. And you use 2 dice. And the very last drawer contains a book, Mahjong, the fascinating Chinese game, the rules, and here's directions for playing the Chinese game of 4 winds. And in here, these I'll show you. And these got a little messy, but each one is a piece of bone with dots carved in and darkened with ink. You've got black and red. So you've got 1, 5. I wonder if you can see this. Sorry. And 10. And 2. So let's look at this. Mahjong is a game developed by the author from the old Chinese game of some Chinese symbols. The game itself was a gradual development of centuries of play in China. This book is from 1923 in Shanghai. So, we saw some of these tiles. It's 136 pieces of bone or ivory with bamboo backs. The faces are engraved with designs in color. So we have the bamboo, like these. Dots. Dots like these. And characters. And 3 suits that run from 1 to 9. These are the characters. In addition, there are honor tiles consisting of the 4 winds, the directions east, south, west, and north. There's the red dragon and the green dragon. You see that? And then there are extra white tiles in case a tile should be lost or damaged. Back in the day, you could actually take a blank tile and send it in and ask them to carve you one to replace the one that is lost. But this particular set has every single tile. Now, these are counters, and they help the players keep score. There are several strategies and rules to play, and walls you build, and directions you play according to the winds or the directions. And look at all these different ways to play. So this comes with this Mahjong set. When I play Mahjong on my phone, it tells me if a move is allowed or not, and sometimes I don't know why, but I just go with it. And for the most part, what I do is just try to match what is under the tiles, because they're all turned over like this. Look how beautiful that is. I love the sound these counters make. They're bones. These are bones. Kind of weird to think about. So, this game is completely intact and original. It makes a unique centerpiece on a table. Definitely a conversation starter. And with a little study, the game can actually be played. I would not let children play with this because these could break or pieces could get lost. And somehow this set has survived a long, long time. It probably came over in the 49er era, the 1849 Gold Rush era. It's our best guess. Or sometime before that. So, and when everything is put in here, nothing can fall apart or be disturbed. Well, I'm so glad you're going to take the antique Mahjong set and some of these vintage postcards. I'll wrap those up to you for you so that they're very protected. And you want one of these ukuleles. This is going to be a fantastic gift for your friend. It's quite an array of interests, and I think he will be just blown away. Thanks for being here, and let me get these wrapped up for you, and you can be on your way. Thanks again for visiting my antique store.